wall yoga before, then you know you need to go grab some wall space at your home. If you haven't done it, go grab some wall space at your home. Really, we're just gonna be putting our legs up on the wall. So you back your mat up as close as you can, and then you're gonna get to a seated position and then swing your legs up. So I will show you. I'm gonna turn it so you can see where I'm gonna set up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I only open my eyes if I want to make sure I'm not sure. Yeah. But
And grab a blanket
it's
too.
embarrassed and I'm like,
Blanket.
yeah.
It's a good sore though, right?
Oh, yeah. It's a good sore, but I woke up, I didn't feel it yesterday, I woke up this morning, because then I cleaned the bath and the shower, I woke up this morning, I was like, oh no. I was like, I can't feel my arms.
Oh, yeah. And you think like you're
Oh, it's fine.
yeah.
All right,
Like,
what's
I
that?
shoveled, my husband was away, so I shoveled twice on.
How does that-
Straight to it, straight to our back.
I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm not like, I
You
don't
can-
know.
I did a direct to a couple people, they don't-
Yeah.
And then it got a little heavier later, but I was just trying to get it off the driveway because I didn't want it to freeze.
All right, if you want to watch Sandy, that's how you get up the wall. You scoot on to your hip to the. To get over again. No, it's okay. Your butt,
Back against the
your
wall
butt's gonna touch the wall.
and then lay down.
Yeah, I'll be right there. I just have to close this thing.
Do you want us to do it now?
Yeah. No reason to wait. What's your first name?
Sandy.
Sandy. It's Sandy. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's.
it's almost best if you put one of your hips up against the wall and then lay down and then flip the legs up, because you know your butt's right up against the wall.
All right, no, can you, hopefully everyone can see okay. I made it very, I'm gonna have to break. Chaos this morning, it's chaotic, sorry. Oh, perfect. Okay. So you come mid-mat and you sit with one hip against the wall. I'm talking to people online, sorry. Get your hip as close as you can, and you're gonna lay down and bring those legs right up the wall. And we're gonna settle into this first. So the blanket you can put under your head if you want. You can put it across your body. But you definitely take a few minutes when you put your legs up the wall for your back. For your back to settle into that flat. You know, it's very flat. All the vertebrae are touching the mat. Sometimes that feels like a little bit of compression, but it's actually the opposite. But also the gravity and the weight of your legs is pressing in a little bit as well. So it takes some getting used to. If you have any back issues, you know, please lay on something soft or modified. And try to relax your shoulders back. Let your arms just be at your sides. We can close our eyes. And if you don't feel like your backside is up against the wall, you can do a little scoot further and get a little closer. Very important to just relax and to not strain your neck either. So I will try to be as clear as possible so that you're not turning if you're here in the studio to try to look at me, because that's not good for your neck. So just be mindful of that. And also at home too. I mean, you're trying to look at a little screen. So while we're here, we can move our feet. You can point and flex. Just rock them side to side on the heels. And do a combination. Make some circles with your toes. And then go the other way, circling the toes clockwise and counterclockwise.
Feels good after shoveling.
Oh, yeah. Sandy's cleaning the wall. Let's take a good breath in here, big breath. And then release that breath and sink your back a little lower. Maybe you're holding a little tension in the back. You're not fully lying flat. You might feel like you're tensing up right in the midsection. Try not to do that. So take another big breath in. And as you release, just press that belly button towards the mat. Good, let's do that again. Let's breathe in. And out. Pressing that belly button into the mat. We'll keep a nice, even breath going. Feet moving. Let's wiggle the fingers. Rotate the wrists. And we're going to start to let those legs open. So we're going to just let them fall open. Now they might, inch down as you rest your legs here. You might feel them just slipping. And if you don't like that, you can take your hands on the outside of the thighs with your elbows on the mat and just support your legs if you don't want to have them open too wide or you're restricted for any space. Studio's wide open because we have there's only 4 other people. So they don't have to worry about sticking their foot in anyone's space.
Legs I've ever seen. I'm jealous. I used to hate it. Some of my friends were tiny and petite when I was tall. Taller.
And if you flex the feet, that kind of gives you a little bit of a grip with your heels on the wall. So that also offers some stability. And if at home you really don't have this kind of wall space, maybe the back of the couch, or you can put, pillow under your hips, something to elevate your legs to keep you in this mimicking the wall, legs up the wall. Hopefully you have the wall space because it is really fun. Well, at least I think it is.
Yeah, it's a very good stretch, for sure.
And there's so many different things we can do, so. Thanks, Jen. Thanks for that photocopy.
Oh, I could fall asleep like that.
I know.
Well, I will say, legs up the wall before bed. If you, think of doing that, it's a great idea. It's really good. And I highly recommend it. Maybe just 5 minutes. Our next move here is we're gonna bring the legs together again. And then take the soles of the feet together and start to bend those knees, bringing your feet down and your legs into a butterfly position. So the knees are gonna be out to each side, feet are together, resting on the wall. And you're gonna take your hands inside the knees, so and just a gentle push towards the wall or support. Don't push too hard, just kind of guide them towards the wall. We'll finish this class and your legs will feel a little loose, a little jelly after, because it's so much hip opening, leg stretching, back lengthening. And we're also taking time to hold these poses because it is a wall yin or yin wall, which is a slower pace and a longer hold, all beneficial. So if you get bored, let's focus on our breathing. Breathing in and holding maybe. I don't love to count when I'm down here on the wall. I like to just maybe breathe and hold. And then release and hold. Inhale and hold. Exhale and hold. Just taking just a couple of seconds more than you would normally in your inhale and exhale. The top of that breath and then at the bottom. Let's stretch that left leg out to the left side. So similar to where you were when you had it wide. And then we're going to bring that right foot inside the left thigh. Just like we do when we're on the floor. Seated. And we're going to flex that left foot. So if you do feel that left foot slipping, you can, again, hold that thigh with your hand.
Are both like hips supposed to stay on the floor?
Yes.
Okay.
Good question, Jess. Hips should be centered and squared, so we don't want to be leaning. We will lean to one side and the other, but we're not doing that in this pose. We're staying like we would be if we were seated and we were taking that stretch with one leg extended and the other, and the foot inside the thigh. So nice and square. But use your hands to support you. You feel those legs going one way or the other. Breathing in, raising that chest, and then exhaling and letting that air out, collapsing the chest, bringing it back. Feel that belly button pressing in a little bit out your exhale. Take this to the other side. So let's straighten the right leg to meet the left. Then we'll slide that right leg out to the right side. Take the left foot inside the right thigh. Flex that right foot. So your heel, maybe your calf is pressing into the wall. Definitely your knee, your lower leg is on, well, actually maybe your whole leg is on the wall on that left side. That's why it's important to be close to it. The wall is our prop today. Straighten out that left leg. So both legs should be a couple of feet apart. So you're making a V. And then we're gonna bend into the knees and flatten those feet on the wall. So you're like a happy baby pose, but your feet are pressed into the wall. So you get a wide leg here. Knees bent, feet pressed into the wall. And hands can support your legs, or they can be at your side. Actually, let's move our arms into a nice T shape. Let's extend those arms out to the sides. Walk those feet towards each other. So toe heel, toe heel. Bring the arms right in front of the hands, in front of the knees, and just hug your knees close to your chest. Your feet are probably still gonna be on the wall unless, you know, your legs are really short. We'll just hug our knees. And then we're straightening that right leg up. And this one is a little complicated, but basically what we're gonna do is cross our knees over each other. We're gonna stack the knees. So you can slide your left leg behind the right, and then you make an X. Your knee, one knee's on top of, right knee's on top of the left knee. Your legs are looking like, can I talk? Like a, your legs are looking like an X. And then we start to separate those feet so they come down to each side. And those knees are stacked on top of each other.
Bend
So-
or straight down.
Bend.
Bend.
Yeah, yeah, you got it, that's it.
I wish I could see you guys at home.
I got a good angle, I can turn my head down.
Okay, no straining the neck, but
Thank you.
Yeah, this can be tough on the
This can
wall
be
if
tough.
you're not, yeah. Yeah, this one can be hard. One side could be better than the other.
Yeah.
yeah, this really is getting in that thigh, that outside of the thigh into
Yes.
the hip.
And my butt still wants to be on the wall.
It, you know, it's not gonna,
It's great.
Okay.
yeah.
It's a grazing.
Jessica, don't strive for perfection.
Okay.
You are doing what your body is doing, you know what I mean? Just don't worry about Jen. But I'm happy you guys are helping each other. Rosemary, you okay over there? Yep. And hopefully you guys are okay at home.
Does everybody feel it in their right hip? 'Cause
Yes.
that's where I
Yes.
feel it. Okay.
Yeah, right hip. Right hip. Although as yoga teachers, I'm not supposed to tell you where you should feel it.
Oh, you're not?
Not really.
Okay.
Not exactly.
It almost helps me to know what
I
if
feel
I'm
that
doing
way.
it the right way.
I feel that way too.
Yeah. I mean, I get it, everybody's
Sometimes it's
different.
obvious, you know, like
Yeah.
where it is. But it's funny, like people will feel things that, you know, I can say that and someone will say, my left leg in this pose is like,
Right,
you know,
sure, right.
I'm like, okay.
I get it,
Not
yeah.
me, but that's okay.
Yeah. That's all, yeah.
My eagles are.
Sensitive.
Yes.
And I've been doing, you know, I've been doing this for a long,
Yes,
like a good amount of years,
sure.
so I think it's like awesome because, but I have gotten used to, oh my God, your ankle bone is on the wall, you know, to your point, and, or that, the back, and I'll say, when we flip this and get up, it's gonna be slow, because our back, you know, has been compression is not the right word, extended, lengthened. But this also, this pose here, which is the cow face pose, the lower half of the cow face pose, and in, it does get the glutes too.
Yes. That we're losing feeling early.
All right, so that means you need to come out of that. If you're losing feeling, all right, let's slide the right leg up first, and then the left, and let's shake them out.
We're gonna be able to walk this out.
You will,
Yes.
yeah.
You will.
My hips need this.
Oh, my whole body.
Going my wall classes never been this attractive.
We normally don't have this much space.
Nobody's saying anything.
Yeah. We're focused on our space.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I can. I'm so
Yes.
far on the other side.
Other
I'm so
right,
strong.
left leg over, right?
Yes, okay, everybody, the
Here we
right
go.
leg is up, and you're gonna cross that left leg over the right till you make an X. Everybody got their X? And then you turn those feet so that you can slide down the wall. And this is different for everyone. I know everybody can't get those feet all the way down to your hips. I know that, it's okay. You do what your body is willing to do.
Sides are so different too.
Oh, yeah, you can tell that. Now, the left side for me is, I will get tingly, and like Jess was just saying, I'll feel that, because my left side is tighter. I'm afraid to do the reclining pigeon next, because that one, you think this is difficult. And feel free to adjust on this mat. Push away from the wall if it's too intense. For sure, it's not, I don't have a tape measure, I'm not coming around. How close is your butt to that wall? You know, and breathe into those areas of tension. You know, if you think about them and then breathe for them, it will start to settle. And that's why yin yoga is so awesome, because you take your time holding a pose, and then the muscles get used to being in that position, and they start to relax. And then you stop feeling any discomfort, for the most part. That's when I always know, like, oh, I'm ready to move to the next pose when I'm doing yin, because I'm not feeling anything anymore. It's settled. It's, you know, it's happy. All right, let's take that left leg, stretch it up, right leg, stretch it up. And we're gonna open and close the legs a few times. Good, bend the knees, bring those knees back to the chest. And we're gonna rock side to side. All right, we'll come back to center and we're gonna do a reclining pigeon on the wall. So it is intense, so I'm gonna have you guys push away from the wall a few. Just bring yourself back a little bit so that you have some more space between your backside and the wall, and you'll know why. All right, let's stretch those legs up. We're gonna cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Flex the feet. And then we're gonna start to bend into that left leg just to where you can stand it. So you're bending and sliding that left heel down the wall, or you can flatten the left foot too.
I'm sorry, low back stays on the floor, right?
Yep. Yes, yes, yes. So just as if you were laying down and doing this, or you were doing a pigeon, except the leg is not straight, like a pigeon that we would do on the floor, is complete opposite. Your leg is behind you. This is the reclining one. Try to look. Oh, good. Everybody's in there. Good. Hopefully at home you guys are sticking with this. So this really, I have to say this, the right glute and up that back side hip there. What is that? IT band, gluteus. Sometimes rotating that right foot. If you rotate that foot, you'll feel the different muscles, and you'll also give them a little help. So rotate that. And relax, relax, relax. Let's take that right leg, bring it straight, full straight. Yeah, just straighten those legs as much as possible. Move those ankles around. And then we'll do the left ankle on top of right thigh. Flexing that left foot, using your hands, holding on, and then bending into that right leg and sliding that foot down, either heel or sole of the foot, whatever works for you, down the wall. Does everyone think this is intense?
Yeah.
Okay. Not that I'm like, oh wow, yeah.
But
But I'm
look
like,
at us
sometimes,
go.
yeah. But sometimes people, be teaching and I'll say, you feel that, right? No. I'm like, what?
Young bones.
Exactly. Or really old.
Yeah, I'm numb.
I didn't feel that.
It's a young boy.
I find I have to remind myself to like relax my shoulders.
Mhm.
My jaw.
Yes, yes, yes. Good point. Yeah, we get focused. This one especially. And I'm using my hand, my left hand kind of, because my left knee is collapsing. So it's coming so close to my chest, so I really need to push it away. But that, I don't want to tell anyone to push on that leg. But if you do find it's collapsed a lot, you want a little more, you can kind of prop that hand underneath it. On the other side, it was fine. So we're different on each side. Happy muscles later today. Yep. Yeah, this won't hurt you later. Not the stretching. Like I said, you feel a little jelly, the wobbly, but that's it. We're stretching the biggest muscles we have. Let's start to straighten that right leg. Take the left foot off the thigh and then straighten it out. Oh, nice long legs now. Good, move them around, maybe pedal. Okay. Next thing we're gonna do is twists on each side, and then we're gonna get up slowly. So,
Going back against the wall again, like butts or?
nope, stay where you are. So you can stay like this. You don't have to go back up because we're gonna transition out, but it's gonna take a little bit. So knees to the chest, and we're gonna roll those knees or walk the feet, whatever works, into a twist on the left side. So knees are going over to the left, shoulders are staying on your mat. You are still looking up at the ceiling, and you can take your arms out to the sides. And enjoy a nice big breath, opening up that right side of the body. Breathing in and out. In and out. And we're going to walk our feet back up and then twist over to the right side. So knees come all the way over to the right. Open up that left side. Nice big stretch. Arms are still out to the sides. We'll keep it strong inhale, exhales here. Everybody, let's lift that left arm and we're gonna take that all the way over to the right side and just roll onto your right side fully. And we're gonna just stay here for a minute. So you're in your fetal position here. Maybe assess how you feel. How does your body feel? How does your back feel? Most importantly. So you probably should open your eyes if they've been closed a lot. We are going to sit up. So open your eyes, blink a few times, look around. Press into that left hand, roll that right arm out. And then swing the legs around. Elbow the wall. And now we're going to press that lower back, the spine, right up against the wall, even your shoulders. Take a drink, yep, drink water. Hi, everyone. Everybody's still on the online, so. They
Yeah.
could be napping.
Yeah.
I
They
don't
totally
know.
could be sleeping.
They could be sleeping.
Could be snacking.
Oh, no snacking before Super Bowl snacks, right? Save your calories. All right, so let's sit up nice and tall. Let's lean the head back, shoulders back. Just have this beautiful posture, which is so, now if we did this, sat up against this wall and didn't do the floor on your back first, you'd be like, oh, I can't get my back up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
So, but now we're one with the wall.
I get so many compliments on my posture now since I started yoga. And I didn't even realize I have better posture. It's quite like sitting at work and like walking and stuff. I'm like, oh, really? Oh, all right.
You're proud.
Yeah.
Make yourself proud. Here, we'll press the hands in. So we'll just take a staff pose here, which is that, just that L shape. Good. And it does activate the core. So when you're in there, you are holding yourself. So that belly button's tight in there. Flex the feet. The real fun is the next move, which is going to be our forward fold.
That's gonna be hard.
Oh, yeah. It's gonna feel a little bit. Okay, well, before we do that, let's stretch those arms out. And I always remember, because Sandy can do this, maybe somebody, home or here. But take the arms all the way up without losing connection to the wall.
Oh, yeah, right.
I can't, yeah, I can't do it, neither, I can't. See, yep, Jen's pretty close, yeah,
I am.
so I can only go up to here,
Your hands are the whole arm.
the whole arm,
Oh, yeah, no.
yeah, so we start out here, yeah,
Whether or not you can rotate them.
it's it's the pronation or whatever. So yeah, what you do is you slide up and you see where you end up, and I can only go this far. I would never, unless I come forward and then go up, and that's it.
I watch patients do this at work all the time that have rotator cuff surgery and stuff.
Right.
And I like, they make them stop once their
Yeah.
arms doesn't come off, but I'm like, I can't do that. Without you and I mean, that's.
It's hard. Well, it's hard if you're not built that way.
Right.
You're built a certain, just the way.
I can do my shoulders, my hips and certain leg that I can't do. Like other
Because our
people's legs.
skeletons are different.
Yeah.
All right, let's drop the right arm. And now we're gonna slide this, so I can slide mine up, no problem.
Mm.
You should find out things about yourself.
Yeah.
And we'll slide that left arm down and then take the right one up. Right arm comes down. A lot of hearing the swishing. Everybody's really keeping that connection, which is awesome. So let's float those arms up, and then we're going to bring them forward so they're not touching the wall. Oh, wasn't that good? And now we're going to peel ourselves away from that wall, hinge forward. Oh, reach for those feet somewhere, my ankles, shins. Slowly lowering that head between the arms.
Really feel it in the back, the
Yes.
upper back.
But it's nice. Like
Yeah.
I feel like it feels like, it's not pain. It's not. It's just like wow. It's like a nice
Yeah.
warm feeling.
Because normally when we do our first fold over like this, it's more on my lower back, but that was me stretching out the upper back too.
Yeah, exactly. And the
Different.
lower back, I
barely.
I usually feel that too. The
Yeah.
low back, and I don't feel anything right now except that like heat.
Heat, yeah.
Little tingly. It's a good feeling. Let's release the hands and then bring the soles of the feet together just to take this a little deeper. You don't have to come way up in a full butterfly. Just a nice leg opening, maybe make a diamond shape and then just lean down into that. Relax those shoulders and the neck. Just let it all sink down towards the mat. The other thing with wall, it goes by really fast. Good. If you're feeling it, maybe walk the hands out a little bit past your feet, stretching those arms. We'll walk the hands over to the right. And start to walk the hands over to the left. So you come through center and come over to that left. Oops. And we'll walk the hands back to center and then up. So you're upright. We'll bring the knees together. Up nice and close. Wrap your arms around them. Bring your head down between the knees. Lifting the head, releasing the arms, and take your blanket and we're gonna put that right out in front of us so we can bring our knees to the blanket. We're gonna transition to a tabletop. So you want your tabletop here, your feet are gonna rest against the wall. So you're gonna bring that blanket very close. I should have said that, sorry. And then walk the hands out to table. So this is not typical to have your feet resting on the wall, but that's what we're doing. And we just want to support the knees. Let's move the hips side to side. Then we'll come into cow. So let's drop the belly, lift the head, shoulders back, away from the ears. Stretching that neck out, stretching that belly. Even though your belly's dropped, you are still engaging that belly button. We're taking our breaths here. And then moving into cat. So we're really lifting that lower back up, lowering that head between the arms, pulling that belly button in so tight. Breathing a few here. Just holding. Good, and then release back to table. And then take a few at your own pace. Whether you want to inhale and exhale each pose, or you want to hold them and breathe a few times in between. It is up to you. You can also just move side to side. You can move those shoulders, just whatever kind of feels good to you right now. The spine was very flat, very straight, and now we're giving it life. After you do your cats and cows, we're gonna do some S curves. So we're gonna stick out the left hip and then take the head and look at the right hip. Oh, no, no,
No.
no, no, yeah. What am I saying?
Right, looking at our hip or
We're looking at our hip. Yeah, side to side. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I was, yeah. So as you stick your hip out, you're gonna try to look at it. Yes, that's one. So right, look over the right shoulder for the right hip, look over the left shoulder for the left hip. That was all off.
Well, this is a good question. How does it change this stretch from your head to one or the other?
Because you're making an S when you do that. I can,
I get it.
yeah, like right here.
Uh-huh.
It's not like a big S.
Right.
All right, and we'll come back to center. So we're gonna need to take that blanket out and move it up a little bit. Move it up a little bit, a few knee steps here, and then come back on it. So what I'm trying to do, and I misjudged a bit, so I'll come back, is we're gonna extend that right leg out, up behind the wall. So the closer you are, the higher up your leg's gonna go. The further away you are, the lower your leg. So you can judge. But this can get tough in the knees, that's why I made that mistake in the past. So extending that leg up, yeah.
We should try to keep our hips flat.
Square,
Right,
yep, square, yep. So yeah, this is gonna be different for everyone on how high up, maybe your leg is more heel to hip, or maybe yours is up higher. I expect dancer girl over there, just got a nice high leg. And you can play around with extending that left hand if you want. And you can also extend the right hand too. One at a time.
They don't, you said that.
One at a time. Jen, be
The core
sensible.
strength there would have been unbelievable.
Unbelievable. That's a new yoga pose. Let's switch to our left leg extension, right knee down, left leg way up again. And like always, if this is terrible for your wrists, you can come down on your elbows and do this just as nicely. So this is a psoas stretch. So right in there. I will tell you that because this is not a typical stretch.
Yeah.
This is a hyperextension of a lunge. Because if you look at your friends here, it's weird to see it, you know, like everybody's like, whoa. Yep, and you can do the arm reaches, and you don't have to. Whoa. Yeah, these are something you can do at home, like honestly.
I feel fucking on the pain.
All right, we'll bring that left leg back down and let's open those knees up on our blanket, sink down into a really wide child's pose here, okay? Almost a froggy. And you can double the hands up and rest your forehead down there. Push out of this wide leg child's pose. Bring the knees closer together. Step the hands up towards the top of the mat. And we're gonna take a nice spine stretch here in our upward dog or cobra. So really leaning into that. Your hips come down to the mat. We're gonna take that head back. Slight bend in the elbows if you're in an upward dog. Feeling the front of the body stretch out. Breathing. Good, and then pushing those hips up, coming all the way back to a regular child's pose. Arms outstretched in front. Knees are closer together. Push up on those fingertips and walk back. So time goes by really fast, and I have a whole series of standing wall that we, another time we'll do. So just so you know, but I do have, there's way more wall stuff. So many, right? So what we're gonna do now is do a squat against the wall. So you can inch back. You can use your blanket. You're gonna step left foot, then right foot into your squat, and you get the wall to lean against. So it's really nice. So you just move around here. If that squat, you still need a block or a pillow or something underneath, you can, fit that in there, or roll up your blanket, sit on that. It actually feels pretty good. And we'll just lean back. And we're gonna lean forward into the faux crow, the faux crow. Or you can do a real crow if you want, but crow, yeah. So it's a great place to start because you can take those feet right up against the wall, walk them up. I'm not gonna do it, Jess.
Oh, I don't know what it is. I was just trying.
I'm doing the faux. Look at Sandy and Jen. Yeah. So Rosemary and I don't. I don't like that upside down. I said.
Yeah, no, I can't.
But I get closer than I ever do with this. At least my feet makes me feel better.
You doing it?
Yeah. Are you guys trying that at home? Don't look at me. But it's as close as I ever get. Good. And It's nice, I think without socks probably better, because you can kind of walk the feet up.
Well, I'm glad I have my yoga socks on.
Get the grips, get the grippies. Nice, all right. Oh, stretch. And then we'll take that right arm down, left arm up. And stay close to your wall if you want, your feet can touch. Then we'll take left arm down, right arm up. Good, we'll come back to center, hands in front, and we're gonna twist towards the wall and touch it, and then twist to the other side and touch it, so you're kind of doing a lean. And back to center. And down to our seats. Stretch those legs out once more. Take an actual fold here, all the way down. Sinking into your fold. Nice. Let's take a big breath here, and we're gonna release that right out on the legs. We're gonna blow that air out. So take the inhale and let it out. And we'll walk the hands back. And so option to your Shavasana, you can lay flat, legs out, normal Shavasana, put your blanket on, or you can come back, put your legs up the wall if you want to. That is completely up to you. But utilize that blanket, make yourself comfy, maybe even put it under the hips this time. So get settled in. Find some super relaxing. Obviously closing the eyes, moving that jaw around a couple of times. Settling the shoulders back. If you are keeping your legs up the wall, so you're just gonna rest those arms at your side. Just relax at home. Thank you for joining today. Start to move the feet and the hands. Moving those fingers, opening and closing the fists. Bringing your knees to your chest. And rocking a little side to side here. And then rolling to whatever side you want. You have all the room in the world. Good, and then we'll roll all the way up. Nice and slow. Stretching the arms overhead. Taking one more fold here. And then walking the hands up, bringing the legs into a comfortable seat. And we will take our hands together close to the heart, closing our snowy practice this morning with gratitude, hopefully peace and love. Be safe out there driving. Thank you for joining this morning. Got a few hearty yoga people here in the room, but for you at home, I appreciate you also. Have a great rest of the day. Namaste.
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 Thank you, Joan, that was wonderful.